Hi, it's Reagan, and today I got Zaxby's, and I am going to be discussing with you why I stopped scanning people. So this is like a topic that I've thought about for a little bit because I know that I'm 20 and I think that stan culture is very fascinating and interesting to look at and study because I like to analyze everything. So here's the thing, right? Is that a stan is something that comes from the Eminem song Stan, where like he had a crazy obsessive fan that ended up killing himself because he wanted to get attention by Eminem. It was a whole deal. I listened to that one time, but yeah, you can look at the lyrics. It's pretty like extreme, right? So stans are just obsessive like fans. The thing about me is that I've been in a couple fandoms, you know, so
Before I get into this, I also want to say that if it's something that you love, if you take comfort in a fandom, and if you're there for a community and all those things, and it's a positive experience for you, I'm not trying to bash you and say it's terrible, okay? This is just my experiences, my observations, and I'm not trying to take away anything positive from you, okay? Thank you.
I've been in like Taylor Swift. I've obviously been in Star Wars. If you come from my other channel, Ramsball, oh my god, comment down below if you came from my other channel because I really love you guys because you're the loyalist people. But the thing is that every fandom has similar deals, okay? So like the problem is, especially in like things, even if you stan a person or if you stan an entity like Star Wars, same thing. So the biggest problem I have stan and why I stopped standing people is disappointment. Oh my god, these people, they would just disappoint me because here's what they would do. Like, I would be so invested and spend so much time to decode stuff, trying to figure out what these interviews mean, you know, and then I get to the final product and I'm like, what the hell is this? I'd be like, excuse me, that was a lie what you said, and I don't know what you'd be doing on this. So then it's like, that sets yourself up because you're like way too invested in something that you have no control over. I have no control over Disney stuff. I am obviously filming a video in my car eating Zaxby's. So yeah, I have no control over anything that they do. So I really just stopped caring and my life has been so much freer because then I just care about things after the fact. So I know it's actually good, you know? So like, yeah, I was disappointed in things. It's like Game of Thrones. You get so invested in stuff and then the last season, the whole world was disappointed in it because we're all invested. We watched 11, oh, it wasn't 11. It came out since 2011. I didn't watch this in 2011 because I'm only 20 years old. So you set yourself up for failure. The best time to be a stan is when she's on a concert tour. That's the best time to be a stan for anybody because that's how I got into Club Olivia because one, I told you before, I'm an analyst. That's what I do. That's what I spend my spare time. And I basically found out a strategy. I was like, I have to get to the stadium at this certain time. I have to do this. I have to do this Instagram post and I have to do this. And I set it all up and then I got Club Olivia. So that was great because I had 47 nosebleed seats and got to be on the floor because that was me going. I was working for that, you know? So concert tours, fantastic, love it. But when it's not, when your person or whatever you're standing is not like being like super prominent, like especially if a new movie comes out and like MCU stands, like, and if it's good, it's fun because you can talk about that stuff. Like when Infinity War came out, I was excited. The fandom was really happy. It was a good movie, you know? So then like people had fun with it. So that's when it's fun, right? But on the downtime, oh my God, the drama in the fandoms, I'll tell you, look, here's the thing, right? Is that why? Like these people, they're professional, basically professional fans. They have a bunch of followers because they're fans of something. And then they act like they're better than you because they did something or got a notice or something. It's kind of like a lot. Also, these people have money. Like I can't, like with Taylor Swift, like some of these people are going to like 8. I'm not shaming them. First of all, want to say this disclaimer, not shaming anybody, whatever. But like 8 different concerts. How could I travel across the damn U.S.? How could I travel across the damn U.S. to see Taylor, you know? So, I would do it, but I don't have that kind of money. I'm still a college student, I have no money. But, the thing is that, so like, they would compete with you, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, I did all this. And I'm like, okay, there's your applause. Like, what do you want to do? They're like, I'm at Taylor, I'm the best. I'm like, okay. The same with like, everyone. Like, they just start drama, and it's like, what? Like, we're just here to consume content and just talk about if we liked it or not, make art, whatever. There are talented people in the fandoms, not gonna lie. But, also, in music world, somehow there's always battles between stans. Arianators or whatever are fighting with Swifties because of streaming, and like, no offense to Ariana, I like Ariana, right? But a lot of her fans are like little children. Like, I think Taylor Swift peaked, well, I'm not gonna say she peaked, but I think 1989 was really a big spike for her. That was her, I think 1989 is my favorite album, okay? So I think that was like her peak as of right now. And I'm not saying she's not gonna have another one, but because she obviously had a really good, Folklore's pretty good, but that, because of that, that was like 2014, right? So I think Ariana like peaked more recently, so that's why a lot of her fans are young. So that's the thing. I would look on Ariana people and they'd be like 9 years old, and I was like, where are your parents? So, and I like children. I have an 8-year-old brother, so I know what they're doing. So, you know, but that's kind of my thing. The other thing about it is that when you spend so much time watching every single interview and doing all these certain things, right, is that you start to hate those people. Because I'll tell you something, right? So people in the entertainment industry, they're not always the brightest bulbs in the shed. And you might be like, Reagan, how can you say that? You're obviously not that smart. Well, they have some different things working against them. I'm telling you this. So I used to do classical ballet, and the people I did ballet with are in places, like, they're actually very good. They're in like, they're in the best companies in America. So American Ballet Theater, New York City Ballet, Pacific Northwest Ballet. I know people, well, Texas Ballet Theater, because I grew up in Texas, so they're even in regional companies there. I know people that are in like this Berlin, the best ballet company in Berlin. I can never really say the name, even though I'm German descent. But you know, so I know those people. I know what it's like to be a really good performing artist. Like, I've observed it, even though I haven't done anything with it right now yet. But obviously I'm not a ballerina anymore, so that's why I haven't done anything with it yet. And I'm doing other things. But, so I know what it's like. And a lot of those people kind of suffer, or didn't suffer. They sacrificed a lot for their craft. So then they didn't go to school as much. They did a lot of online school. They did put in a ton of hours in the dance studio, and they made it, right? They did it. So it's all worked out for them. But the problem with that is that sometimes their education is a little shallow. The other thing is, most people in the entertainment industry are super rich. And the thing about rich people is, like, they kind of hover like 6 inches off the ground. Like, they're not always in touch. So they can have interviews and stuff and just sound incredibly stupid. And it's like, I'm not accusing anybody directly of this, but yeah. So like, for instance, like one time I saw an interview with Timothée Chalamet, because I watch a lot of interviews, like when I'm studying for tests. It's like what I do on the side. And as I said, I did ballet, so I found it really offensive that he said that ballet and like opera are dying in their like boring art forms. Like, no one wants to go see a ballet or an opera. I can kind of understand with operas because there's not as much modernization in operas, but ballet, excuse me? So Timothée Chalamet, I saw him in person one time, and then I stopped liking him. So that's just how it is. I saw Shawn Mendes in person, and then I was like, never mind. So I was like, for real? So then I started having a lesser good opinion on Timothée Chalamet because I watched a certain interview. So that's the thing. Like, if you watch every single thing, they're going to end up offending you. And then you're going to hold that, like, that's a grudge a little bit. Or you're just one of those people that blindly accept everything, which, honestly, okay. If you're one of those people, man, life must be fun. Because, like, there's, like, barely any conflict or whatever. You're just blindly accepting stuff. You know what I mean? Which, is a problem if you go into politics. But anyway, I'm not that type of person. I analyze. I'm very critical about people. So that's why. Like, I stopped standing people. Also, another thing is I wasted so much time on Twitter. Like, so much time, because I would, like, try to keep up with the drama, try to keep up with what was happening, every little thing. And that's why I had my other YouTube channel where I did a bunch of Star Wars videos. So I followed a ton of people because they would keep me updated. And, like, these people have no privacy, like all these celebrities and whatever, because, like, I swear, these people would find, like, friends of accounts. This person won't have any social media account. They would find friends of that celebrity, and they would find them at a destination wedding and take pictures of them. And I was like, where the hell are you getting these pictures? I'd be like, okay, I don't really care. And Star Wars especially, a lot of people were like Adam Driver stands, and like, I have nothing against him, but he's also like hella older than me and also married with a kid, and all those things are totally not for me. I honestly, like, my crush I've had the longest was Liam Hemsworth, and when he got together with Miley Cyrus, like, married her, I was like, oh, okay, bye, crush. And then, like, they got divorced, so, like, I'm crushing on him again. But, and even celebrities, I don't crush on them if they're married, because I don't like married men. they become unattracted to me. They just become ugly. But anyway, so I like saw him like every damn day. Like every damn day of his burn this, I would see him. And like, I'm not against it. Like if you like that person, like whatever. I'm not trying to be bitchy and like say something. But so it was like a lot. And then I was like, okay, like I don't really care that much. And then, but I follow people for other things. So then I was like, how much time am I spending on Twitter? And it was like long ass time, right? It was like 8 hours a day. That sounds terrible. That was terrible. That was my addiction. It was also because I think a lot of people go on Stan Twitter because they may need a distraction, which I totally understand, right? Totally understand needing a distraction. But it takes up a lot of your time. And so I started investing in myself and stopped paying attention to that. And it was just better, you know? I stopped paying attention to like celebrities and my life just got better. I'm a casual fan. Ignorance is bliss. And, you know, I still love Taylor Swift. I still appreciate Star Wars, but I save a lot of time. I'm not checking Twitter every day or every couple minutes because there's like a ton of new posts, you know? So that's why I love Stan Twitter. That's kind of my little chatty, let's get together, whatever type of video that I have today. This person's fixing their car in front of me talking about it. So they probably think I'm an idiot, but whatever. Please like and subscribe. Do whatever. I enjoy talking to you guys, and I'm gonna finish the rest of this later. So thanks guys, bye.